Okay, this is part 3 of the March on Washington, D.C. in 1993. Talking about brushes with adversity and how that stopped once I got past the start-off grounds. And people are telling me to move along a little bit here and there, and I said, well, I should have stayed longer. You know, they'd as soon watch idly as our people beg for mercy. Fuck them because it feels good. So, you know, these people who are telling us just keep going and shut the fuck up and stuff, who the fuck are they? They're these indifferent type people that Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about, you know. They let the indifferent people get away with it, and then they let all the horrible aggressors, the real aggressors, you know, be able to get away with that crap still, you know, without nobody ever really challenging it, you know. Well, I got to the main march, and here's what I'm saying. I first marched with the National Lawyers Guild, or some similar lawyers group, without permission, almost all the way through the march. If I was going to get wasted by hysteria, I figured among them would be the best place to get it. Then I headed back against the current. I had desired to do that from the beginning, but thought I might get arrested and give the cops a good reason to kick my ass. All the while using my so-called yell cards to their maximum potential and making the gay sheep uncomfortable. And then I was zipping in and out, once speaking to a youth contingent as they passed. Later I fucked with the San Francisco mainstream gay contingent, one of the main San Francisco contingent, to avenge the sheep violence many had overwhelmed fellow National Organization marchers and I in 1992 with. Also earlier, before the march at DuPont Circle by the lesbian group that I'd walked into, I had bullheadedly shot some comments concerning that spectacle in San Francisco with some of those San Francisco lesbians, and one had responded, despite another's dismissive remarks, that I wouldn't listen anyway. One responded that I shouldn't believe that all San Francisco lesbians were in on that. That was pretty real, huh? At the anti-homo demo of the fundamentalist religionists, I chose to speak with the homophile community in countering them. That is, I chose to speak with them in countering the fundamentalists. Perhaps a show of what was possible when we finally realized that we are in actuality much alike in heart. And it was fun to be so maneuverable. The gay sheep herds were visibly bewildered, and even if only privately, thankful that I turned my bullhorn to our common challengers. I can say that some didn't dismiss me as a complete nut, since one of the parade marshals felt they could approach me to help direct people when the march was diverted. The official reason that the end was filling up too much. It was diverted, I later heard, at least 3 times, owing to the possible reason why I never found the National Organization contingent. And I'm just not naming them right now because I just don't want to be... People are going to project on me no matter what and say that I'm part of them, but I really don't identify with them. And it seems that they've even cut me off kind of from some of the guys that I used to be in touch with. I lost their phone number, and their number stopped, and they didn't call me back for a new one. So I'm not sure I'm in any connection with them at all anymore. So that's what happens when you try to speak your truth, and then these other people are afraid of it so bad they just want you to subordinate to them or something. They got some political narrative they're going on, and I'm seeing the problem with that political narrative, you know. But they're just going with it anyways. That's their way, I guess. Some people say national organizations do that sort of thing as a matter of course, because really they're just going to be reforming the situation anyway. They're not really liberating anybody from it. They're getting some, you know, measure of change, you know, and then they're appeasing their conservative members or whatever, ones that give them all the cash, you know. So yeah, I got my problems with some of these national organizations. At the end of the march, one of the main Boston Queer Nation activists, who had earlier seemed skeptical of me and my ideas on boy love, came up and kissed me. What a guy! Plus a few gutsy loners, including one from my hometown where I had outed myself at the local gay group on this very topic, had come up to me during the march to shake my hand and cheer me on. It was a day of magic and spirituality for me. and I wondered my belief in a higher power, though independent of all religious identities and ideologies, so I claim, got me thinking that maybe such quote-unquote magic is possible when one is on the path that is most honest to their heart. It was a total adventure all the way from the preparation to finish, and I'm hyped for more. But my idea is towards nonviolent, imaginative non-silence. Who has the audacity to stand up for who we say we love? Who has the courage to be who they are and leave no stone unturned in the efforts of possibility mongering for this cause in which we all are a part? All human beings, if you think about it. We've got to prove ourselves, not just consume and let our shared fears get the best of us. Think about it. I feel that it is better to be who I am and speak up somehow than to let the cops in my head block me from even trying. If you cannot march openly, learn to become a non-silent activist. I will stand. I will speak. Wait a minute. Oh, let me read that over again. It's been a long time since I read that. I will stand. I will seek justice. I will speak. I will strike substance. I will be. I will live. I will cry, but I shall give. I will seek understanding. I will be who I am. I will not be easily damned. Alright, now these are some of the yell cards, so I'll stop now and go to the next part. Thank you very much for listening. The next part should be part number 4. Alright.